Welcome to the inaugural Australian Arts in Asia Awards. The Literature Award is for an Australian writer or arts organisation for a literary project that was toured, produced or developed in Asia.
The Literature Award is awarded for 2 series of children's books that were on the Singapore Straits Times bestseller list for a total of 34 weeks in the last year. Total sales for both series, in all languages, is nearing the 3 million mark. The Mr. Midnight series, horror stories for 8 to 12-year-olds, and Mr. Mystery series, mystery stories for 10 to 16-year-olds, were launched in 1998 and have dominated the bestseller lists in Singapore and Malaysia. The Australian Arts in Asia Literature Award goes to James Aitchison for the Mr. Midnight, Mr. Mystery book series.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Minister Burke, for this award. It's actually scarier than one of my stories. I'd just like to say that the ceremony tonight has been very inspiring. For someone like myself who's been writing books for a long, long time, to hear what the Minister said, that this is the first of something that's going to go on, and maybe I'll be back in another 10 years, I don't know. But he certainly inspired me to write at least another 100 of these books. Anyhow, when I first went to Asia, I knew nothing about Asia. And as a writer, language was my key to understanding Asia. And at first I studied Chinese, and I realised that this is a pictographic language where they don't use words. All the characters have little pictures in them. And so the word for a bird, for example, you can see the beak and you can see the feathers. And the word for a horse, you can see his tail. And the word for a family or a house, there's the roof and there's a pig under it, which was very good in the old days in China. So that was fantastic, and it's nothing like learning a European language. It's totally different, except for one thing. When things are in a mess in in English, they're at 6s and 7s. When they're in a mess in Chinese, they're at 7s and 8s. Which is amazing. And in Malay, your leg, your foot, is your kaki. In Malay slang or Singlish, kaki is your friend because your friend supports you. You can rest your weight on your friend and they will carry you. And if you have any Malay friends, treasure them. And finally, my last comment would be that there was a Chinese taxi driver and a Caucasian taxi driver, and they saw this rich man drive past in a huge Mercedes-Benz. And the Caucasian taxi driver said, "Look at that bloke, who does he think he is?" And the Chinese taxi driver said, "One day, my son will have a car like that." Thank you very much. Thank you, Minister. Thank you so much.